Okay, the first thing I want to do when looking at these cassettes, let's prove out the polarity. So I've got a angled polished single mode type A loop back connector here. Okay, and I'm going to connect that into the end of the cassette. Okay, make sure that that's seated properly. And then I'm just going to use either the CableMaster FO or the LinkXpert M3, and I'm going to use the VFL function. So I've turned on the red laser. That's what this is, visible red laser. And I've got a simple little test lead here going from the VFL output. And we're going to prove out that polarity is correct. So let's take a look at fiber 1. So now I should see that I've got light emitting from 1 to 12. That is type A polarity. Okay, and let's look at 2 to 11. I can see that. Let's look at 3 to 10. You can see that. Let's look at 4 to 9. Yes. 5 to 8. Yes. And 6 to 7. So now I have proven that two things. I've proven that the polarity on all 12 strands of this cassette are correct and that there are no broken fibers. Okay. All right. The next thing we can do is we can do a simple loss test. And I can do this one of two ways. I can just use the CableMaster. Sorry, I can use just the LinkXpert M3. I can do that by inserting a single mode SFP into the tester. And I can take fiber out. Let's go into the transmit receive functionality here. I can see that I am now putting out 6.09, 6.05, 6.0 something. It's kind of fluctuating a little bit. On power out, 6.04. Pretty good value there. And then we're going to put that into fiber 1 on the cassette. Let's go to 1310 on the CableMaster FO. And let's go over to this side. Actually, let's reference this out. Let's do a good a better test here. So I'm going to connect on these two testers. You can see I've got 6.05 out and 6.05 in. Okay, excellent value. Let's reference this. I can actually go into the tester and I can choose to set a reference. There it is. It's now zeroed. Okay. Now that we're referenced, that's like a tear on a weight scale for fiber optics. I'm going to go in fiber 1 and out fiber 2. And there's a value, 3.21 dB. That's a little high. Let's figure out what's wrong there. Let's go and clean. So let's take this out. Clean 12. And let's clean the end of our fibers. And let's take another measurement. 1 to 12. 3.14, 3.16 dB. Let's save that value. Saved. And let's move to the next fiber. 1.0 dBs lost. Let's save that value. Next fiber. .19 dB loss. Next one, 0.85 dB loss. And we're testing 2 fibers at a time right now. So it's not a single channel at a time. That's actually 2. So you have double the loss value allowable that you would typically have because you're testing 2 fibers. So 5 and 8, 2.96. And the last one, 6 and 7, 0.43. Okay. So really quickly able to go through that cassette and get loss values. Some of those are excellent. Some of those have a little bit of loss in there. We could go in and clean those individual fibers to see if we can improve that, but you can quickly get a value using the M3 and the FO.